Hi, Kathy Selby speaking on the other end of the camera here with Clancy Newman, my guest for our A Ghost in the Cafe tour starting in March. Clancy and I have just been rehearsing for a couple of concerts that we're doing tomorrow and on Monday at Government House and at City Recital Hall for the Lunchtime series and for the ABC. Clancy was just telling me why he likes coming to Australia, partly because of the weather, but also you're an Australian citizen and you have lots of family here.
Lots of family, yeah. Both sides of my family, because my parents are Australian and they moved to America after they got married. They're both from outside of Melbourne.
And you have a sister?
I have two sisters. I'm
two sisters?
I'm in the middle, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Are they musical like you?
I have to be careful how I answer that. Yeah, sort of.
They like music?
Yeah. My older sister plays the violin.
Okay.
She's a lawyer, though. Neither of them went into music.
Okay. And but you actually come every year to Australia. I mean, partly for a holiday, but it gives you peace to concentrate on something else, which is
on composing.
Okay.
Because my parents have a house in a beautiful spot where I can just go and work on my composing.
Okay.
And occasionally go to the beach.
And you're bushwalking.
And my bushwalking.
In thongs. Yeah. Which we found out the other day is a little scary because you came across a snake.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, how long was the snake?
I don't want to exaggerate, but it was really big. Really, yeah. I'm not even really sure, but it was big.
Well, I'm glad we weren't there. And so I guess what I wanted to ask you a little bit about was the program we're doing in March. When we put the program together, one of the things you specifically wanted to do, in fact, two of them are on the program. One is the Shostakovich Second Piano Trio, and the other is Cafe Music by Paul Schoenfield, who's an American composer. Yeah. Why in particular were you keen on these pieces?
Well, they're two of my favorite pieces for piano trio, and I haven't played either of them as much of a lot of the other repertoire. I have a piano trio, and we've never played either piece.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I just think they're both amazing pieces and great for younger audiences, for a wider range of audience.
Yes.
They're not just sort of the typical what one thinks of as sort of classical music.
Yes.
I love both the pieces.
Yeah, the Shostakovich, in my experience, is an extremely moving work for an audience, even if they're hearing it for the first time.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to follow anything with anything after it.
Yeah.
But the Schoenfield is something I've never come across before. It is a combination of the Viennese classical style with an all-American twist.
Yeah.
Jazz, ragtime, blues even, maybe,
Yeah.
plus contemporary. But the heavy influence seems to be all jazz and American folk idiom type things.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's really fantastic. I'm so glad you wanted to do it.
It's one of my favorite all-time pieces to play.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll look forward to chatting to you again, hopefully soon.
Great.